Hi Tube, Musical Aviator here, on the ground at Cairns. We can see over there a nice hill which you can climb either halfway up or all the way to the top and take pretty cool pictures. I've only done that once and only halfway up. Only been to Cairns once in a 787. Nevertheless, let's jump on. We're going down to Hamilton Island. Tropical, enjoyable place. A lot of Qantas around today. Not much of anything else. Let's jump on. Batteries on. Obviously we have the external power unit on, and we'll grab the recirc. Cairns today. METAR shows wind 150 at 9 knots. Greater than 10 kilometers visibility. Cloud view at 2,500. Broken at 14,000. And temperature 23. QLD is 1019. Just going to grab some light on the situation.
Bank angle.
Just going to turn on the systems here. Cool. Checklists. Flight safety documentation is on board. Batteries are on. Bus tie is tied. DC external power is off for the moment, just on battery. So now we do have DC external. Or a DC bus. Cool. Battery temperatures are all good. Voltages checked. We've got 26 pretty much across the board. Sector is 28. Safety equipment is on board and checked. Landing gear lights 3 green. Pins are in. Engine intake doors 2 green. Circuit breakers have been checked. Alternate gear door is closed and the switch is latched. Fire and smoke detection. Good. All good there too. Bleed air is off. APU bleeds are off because the APU is off. Recirc fan is on. AC packs automatic. Emergency lights are armed. Fuel transfer is off. Quantity 1230 on all. Parking brake is set. Power condition levers are cut off and on disc. No steering. Is fine. And FMS. So accept that. Going to also grab that. There's Cairns. We're also going to be travelling Yankee 177 from Cairns VOR. List, airway. It's not showing up. Should be Swift. Probably get the Swift departure. List again. Going via Zulu 17, number 4. Down to Hamilton, number 1. Line VH-M. Okay, we have 52 passengers today. That's what the cargo is. Four. 4-4. And our alternate, I think, is Proserpine. Yeah, it is indeed. 221. Holding, we've put in 15 minutes, 161. And 113 for the 10 minutes extra. Fuel on board currently, 1230 on both. There we go. Let's have a chat to Cairns on 1249er. Cairns Tower, QLink 250 Delta requesting clearance to Hamilton Island.
QLink 20 Delta, standby.
Cairns Tower, Gilly Media is at the ramp, GA apron, and is shutting down thanks to the ATC.
No worries, have a good night.
Cheers.
Cairns Tower, airborne with you, 3000. Quarter 255 Alpha, contact departures, g'day. Contact departures, g'day. QLink 412 Foxtrot, winds 150 degrees, that's 10 knots. Correction, standby. Quarter 412 Foxtrot, disregard.
I imagine it'll be Cairns 2 departure since we're not the RNAV and we're not a jet. Runway 15 is in operation and I'd expect probably 30, so 030 after departure.
And Cairns Tower, QLink 501 Delta requesting clearance to Hamilton Island.
QLink 501 Delta, standby. QLink 250 Delta, clearance is available.
250 Delta, ready copy.
QLink 250 Delta, clear to Hamilton Island via Swift planned route, maintain 8000, runway 15, Swift 8 departure, score 1367, departure frequency is correction, is on 118.4.
Go back, cleared to Hamilton Island, just say again the score code, missed a digit.
Score 1367.
67, cool. And just confirming that departure, it does show a jet departure. We'll take a Cairns departure.
Alright. QLink 250 Delta, my apologies, Cairns 9 departure, runway 15.
Go that, that's good. So via 8000, Cairns 9 departure, runway 15, score code 1367, departures 118.4, QLink 250 Delta.
QLink 250 Delta. QLink 412 Foxtrot, apologies for the delay. Assigned heading left 030, winds 150 degrees at 10 knots, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Just turn them down a bit. So let's go back to flight plan menu. Departing runway 15 via the no departure at all. Send that to the flight plan. Or crossfeed. Crossfill, should I say. And accept. Check out the VNAV. There we go, Cairns. So let's brief that departure. It's runway 15, graduate 4% to 600 feet, then 3.3. Tracking 050, and then at 400 feet or at departure end of the runway, whichever one comes first. I'll then turn left to on side heading of 030, most likely between 030 and 350. And when directed, contact departures for radar vectors. Following limits are required until tracking the assigned heading is max IAS of 190 and minimum of 25 degree bank. That's interesting. And all that. That's hilarious. Anyway, score code is 1367. Departures 118.4. And ready for the before start checklist. Trims, we've got neutral. I'd like to just give it a little bit of rudder. We'll need it on the takeoff. Door and fueling lights. Still with door, I think. Fueling lights and door closed. Passenger signs on. Red collision light on. Positions. Cabin report received. Flight deck doors locked. Anti-collision lights are red. APU bleed is off, and the batteries, buses, all ready for that. Let's go and disconnect that ground truck. External power is off. And I believe we start on the stand.
City 515, yep, we're happy with Bravo 2 for the departure today, if available. Velocity 515, line up and wait, runway 1. Line up and wait, runway 1, velocity 515.
Okay, start's been checked. We've got the load set. I'll just do a cabin announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking on the flight deck. Joining me with me today is a YouTube First Officer. My name is Trent. It's our pleasure to fly you today to Hamilton Island from Cairns. QantasLink flight 250 Delta, or 2250. Flight time today is approximately 1 hour. We'll be airborne shortly after we've begun our, begun our expectations to depart shortly. So I ask you to enjoy the flight and relax. I'll probably get back to you later in the flight with a bit of information about the weather as it happens to be in Hamilton Island.
And Compass
Till then,
7353.
thank you for flying with QantasLink.
Alpha.
Okay, let's start an engine. Starting number 2. Select. NH is rising. Set start feather. All the way through to 800.
All stations, information Bravo, now current changes, wind 150 degrees at 10 knots, temperature 22, QNH 1019, information Bravo.
Good start, engine 2, engine number 1. Start feather.
Velocity 515, wind tunnel 50 degrees at 10 knots, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
With the wind, 7 runway 5, and takeoff velocity 55.
Compass 7353 behind departing 737, line up runway 15 behind.
Behind.
Oh, PSI is good.
353.
Set to minimum.
Yeah, Golf Kilo Bravo standing by.
Prop RPM is good.
Golf Kilo Bravo. Still got you here, just waiting for some information from us brokers. Shouldn't be too much longer.
Okay then.
No problem, thanks, Golf Kilo Bravo.
Couple of sundry items. And offside checklist.
Velocity 515, contact departure.
Standing off for a bit. External power IPU is disconnected, main bus high can go off. Electrical panels checked. We have got AC Gen 1 and AC Gen 2. Ignition levers maximum, auto feather is selected, fuel pumps are on, hydraulics are checked. Flaps, 5 for takeoff, and the speeds. Currently are at degrees. It's 23. Cool. So it's about 20 degrees. Using flap 5. Our takeoff weight is pretty close to 26. So a bit under. So it'll be 126 and 127. And the V2 is 127. It's all pretty close together. Abort takeoff is 126. We'll do that in the other bit. Okay then, flaps and speeds set, rudder. Checked full travel without powered 1. Pretty much. And all good. Try it without 2. All good. Let's do flight controls as well. So go full forward, to the left. To the right, back. All good. No steering is on, PFD, MFD, ED set. And we'll probably be using the altitude select to 8,000. 8,000 is set. Cruising NTOP. 85 is good. Bleeds to minimum and on. ADAS tested. Pressure is checked, we're all good. Taxi checklist, brakes checked, takeoff warning. Let's do that. And with the brakes on. Checked and clear. Takeoff power in the TOP has been set, flight instruments are checked and full travel. Yaw dampener goes on. Clearances and cabin. Let's have a check the tower. Bravo.
Pushing stay approved, killing 501 Delta.
On Star 78, fuel planning so we can accommodate Bravo 2 departure.
Last aircraft calling state call sign, please.
Qantas 978.
Gate number 15.
Qantas 978, did you just request a Bravo 2 departure apologies?
We can accept that if that helps you out.
Qantas 978, that helps me out greatly, thank you. Contact me when I'm ready for taxi.
And coming 73, 53, and left on heading 030 through 5,300 feet.
Number 7353, contact departures.
Contact departure 18.4, comes 2353, get back. Skyline 6182.
Cairns South,
Skyline 6182, read you 555.
35 also, thank you, Skyline 618.
Kelly, 250 Delta is ready for taxi, gate 15.
Q-Link 250 Delta, taxi via Charlie 1, Bravo to the Bravo 2 holding point, runway 15.
Charlie 1 to the Bravo 2 holding point, runway 15, Q-Link 250 Delta. Okay, then let's review what we've got for the departure. We have Scorp code. Is that set ready? 1367, that is set. Initial climb, it was 8,000, that is now set.
Call Kilo Bravo.
Taxiing out to Bravo 2.
150 degrees, 10 knots, runway 15, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 15, go Kilo Bravo.
That mode set on the other side. Just need to do a radar test. We'll do that once we're on the Bravo. Yeah, for safety, 80 knots is our reject speed. After that, it's only for major failures up to the V1. At V1 we're rotating, and at V2 it's 1 knot above. Once we do establish a climb out, we need to climb to 400 feet before turning left. Left turns only. After turning left, we'll establish the airborne heading, which is at least a 030, possibly further. We'll then follow the departure up to 8,000 feet and expect vectors or director swift at some point. Taxi light is on.
Q-Link 501 Delta request taxi runway 15.
Q-Link 501 Delta, right, Golf, Bravo. To the Bravo.
Testing, weather radar.
15, traffic is at shade on Bravo.
Testing via Golf Bravo to the Bravo 2 holding point runway 15, Q-Link 501 Delta.
Which is 1019, that's set. Let's reset the weather radar.
Golf Kilo Bravo, contact.
Set on standby. Transponder TA. Alright, altitude. And we're ready. So let's do the lineup checks. Lineup checks, static collision lights, landing lights, PDOT static isolation valve, that has been set. Bleeds are set, and we'll use heading on the takeoff. Caution panel is black, and we're ready. Cairns Tower, QLD 250 Delta is fully ready at Bravo 2.
QLD 250 Delta, assigned heading left 030, runway 15, please to takeoff.
Left 030, runway 15, clear for takeoff, QLD 250 Delta. Control
And
locks,
Cairns Tower,
disengage.
QLD 501 Delta is ready.
QLD 501 Delta, behind the departing dash 8, line up runway 15 behind.
Stacks are all on.
Behind the departing dash 8, runway 15, line up behind, QLD 501 Delta.
Okay, light is white. Approach and landing check. Approach and landing lights are on.
978, A1, press push back.
Being clear for takeoff.
On the
Let's go.
start approved.
Well, set the flight.
QLD 501 Delta, assigned heading left 030, be ready immediate.
80 knots.
T0 will clear QLD 501 Delta.
B1, rotate. Positive right. Gear up. I'm going 400 feet. There it is.
QLD 250 Delta, contact departures.
Oh, departures, QLD 250 Delta. 120 full set. Cairns departure, QLD 250 Delta is climbing 8,000 out of 1,600.
QLD 250 Delta, Cairns departures, get up. Have you identified climb to flight level 180?
Flight level 180, QLD 250 Delta. .180 set. Pass through the heading. Flaps up. There's 3,000, reducing power to climb, 900. And let's get rid of these as well. Select, we can use climb speed with IAS. It's actually 190. 190 set. All parts on. After takeoff checks, landing gear is up, flaps are 0, bleed goes back to normal, and climb power is set. And a little reduction in that rudder trim. Bring us back into center. direct to the next fix, really.
Cairns, departure to showing 501 Delta 12,600.
Fueling 250 Delta. Position is 105 miles to the south, to the northwest, sorry, of Swift. Turn right and resume navigation direct to Swift.
Turn right direct to Swift, planned around QLink 250 data. Clear direct to Swift, DTO, Swift is number 3.
Fueling 501 Delta, you're identified, hard to maintain 9 SS.
Once you put it in the right direction, miles will speed up to about 220 knots or so. Swift right there. Got a nav, LNAV, and speeding up 220.
Non-settling, killing 501 Delta.
Let's release the passengers.
Fueling 501 Delta, position 105 miles to the northwest, sorry, of Swift. Turn right and resume navigation direct to Swift, land route, climb to maintain flight level 110.
Set 1013.
Plus 501 Delta, Cairns approach. Fueling 250 Delta. Contact Brisbane Channel 120 S55. Yeah.
10.55, Killing 250 Delta. 12055.
Fueling 501 Delta approach.
Cairns approach, killing 501 Delta.
Brisbane Centre, QLink 250 Delta, climbing flight level 180 through flight level 140.
QLink 250 Delta, San Diego, current flight level 250.
Flight level 250, QLink 250 Delta.
Brisbane Centre, Qantas 977, good to you, climbing to 3,400. Last station clinic was at Qantas 977. AFM 977. Qantas 977, score 433.
again, score code 977.
That's a bit moving. Seatbelt signs back in.
Score 634. Score 4334, Qantas 977. USD 795 descend to 7,000 to QLH 1019.
7,000 on 1019, velocity 795.
Qantas 977, you're identifying climb flight level 410, clear to Brisbane via Switzerland route.
Climb flight level 410, clear to Brisbane via Wilson, Qantas 977.
Velocity 795, contact Cairns approach on 1. Correction 118.4.
3118.4, velocity 795.
That's it, just stabled out. Once we're through the cloud, seatbelt signs goes back up. Yeah, it's quite likely that Hamilton Island's tower will be offline, so we'll be reverting to CTAP. Nope, they're actually online. Cool. Lead off a little bit of speed to get some traction.
Houston, QLD 501 Delta, passing flight level 161 for Manchester flight level 170.
501 Delta 38 is 170 your final altitude that you'd like, or would you like 210?
I would prefer 210, QLD 501 Delta.
QLD 501 Delta, climb flight level 210.
QLD 501 Delta, thanks.
Cool. Inbound rail will be 127 degrees.
Good evening, Qantas 978 is climbing to and approaching flight of 180.
Qantas 978, Benedict, climb flight level 370.
Flight level 370, Qantas 978.
As we get our Hamilton Island charts out.
QLD 504 Delta when ready to on flight level 220.
Ready flight level 220. Killing flight 04 jump.
Hamilton Island, the wind is 140 at 17 knots, there is no significant cloud, and visibility better than 10. Temperature is 21, QNH 1022. Runway is 14. do have a VOR approach, and there's a plethora of RNAV approaches available.
Big 412 Foxtrot when ready to level initially 180. I expect lower.
180.
I think we'll do the VOR approach.
So cover 7353 from the start. Cover 7353 run ready and 29,000 stand by the QLD. Descend 9,000, 7353. Cover 7353 Townsville, QNH 021.
Townsville QNH 1021. Cover 7353, left flight level 90.
Cool. Let's look at the map.
Getting 412 Foxtrot descend to 6,000.
6,000.
Pressure, apologies, descend to flight level 160 initially.
It's Australian approach.
Just trying to get EMA. That's right.
I just sorry, 160 for 124.
RNAV might be better.
Getting 412 Foxtrot 0, flight level 160.
160,
14, we'll do the RNAV Zulu, number 2. Straight approach from Charlie, number 2. See how that works out.
Getting 412 Foxtrot to main. Flight level 1, expect to maintain flight level 160 for another 4 miles.
There we go.
Excellent, 504 Delta, leaving flight level 240,
We can go straight to it, don't need to go to Hamilton Island first. Also reduce to 205.
Doing 504 Delta descent to 7,000, QNH 1019.
7,1019. 504 Delta.
German Air 101, Bristol Center.
Cool.
I'll just go with the one go ahead.
There we go. Straight into the RNAV. pretty much straight in approach.
Estimated 10 star clearance Cairns is an all 06 Alpha arrival runway 15, maintain flight level 360.
Pushing the VNAV for the initial. Number 5.
Gemini 101 star clearance is an Apollo 6 Alpha arrival, run 5, maintain flight level 360.
Please say it again.
Direct QLink 412 Foxtrot descent to flight level 130.
Ice detection.
And
Nope.
130, 112 Foxtrot.
Thought about it for a couple of seconds, but it's fine. Reducing that speed, 200 knots.
Gemini cargo, go ahead with your readback.
Engine scale 1 is clear for the 6 Alpha arrival and maintain the 6
QLink 504 Delta contact to approach 118.4.
Approach 118.4, QLink 504 Delta.
Compass 7353 descent of 3000.
descent of 53.
I'll squeeze this last 1,000 feet out of it. 1,000 feet to go.
QLink 412 Foxtrot descent to 9000. Hamilton QNH, just 1022, sorry. 1022 QNH.
9000, 1022.
All stations, Brisbane will be back in a moment.
Squeeze out that last little bit. Let's bring it back to 190 knots. That should get us up there. Then we can start the acceleration. Technically we've been accelerating the whole time in ground speed. 287 at the moment.
Brisbane. Yep, Brisbane Centre is back. Compass 7353, please leave control airspace on descent. No reported eyesight traffic counts, so you can report on the ground if you'd like. leave the common area FSinn. Compass 7353. Compass 7353, if you're good to change the bird. Okay, let's change the bird, compass 7353.
There goes Swift, expecting a left turn shortly. There it is. Can I add the... actually no, direct to Hamilton on that side's not bad either.
Heading 412, Foxtrot descend to 5,000.
5,000.
Top of the set. Or 90 miles away. Let's have a listen to
Take a
Hamilton
Golf
Motors.
Charlie when ready to descend to 7,000.
On to 8.35.
Take a Golf Charlie QNH 100.
100.
So that's not going to be quite in range yet, I suppose.
What approach will I be taking, or will approach behind here?
Okay, Golf Charlie, you should be able to take it. Sir.
Sorry, please repeat.
You Golf Charlie, once.
Hamilton Island Information Alpha. Expect visual approach, runway 14, for arrivals and departures. Wind 140 degrees 17 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Temperature 21. QNH 1022. On first contact with Hamilton Island Tower, notify receipt of Alpha. Hamilton Island Information Alpha. Expect visual approach, runway 14, for arrivals and departures. Wind 140 degrees 17 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Temperature 21. QNH 1022. On first contact with Hamilton Island Tower, notify receipt of Alpha.
So Hamilton Island Information Alpha expecting visual approach runway 14. Visibility is better than 10 kilometers visual approach. And temperature 21, QNH 1022.
Google Charlie, are you star capable?
If you go Charlie, please, I'm just losing you,
Google Charlie, are you star capable? Actually, Google Charlie 3 to make 7 a visual approach from A15.
A visual approach from runway 15, if you go Charlie.
Let's go 101 request extension. Let's go 101 when ready deep by level 260. We're ready to send that 260. Golf Charlie, contact approach 118.4.
Back off to cruise power, 850. Need to adjust our trim. Yep. Prepare the rudder trim. There it is. Let's look at our approach. We'll be flying the RNAV as a visual approach effectively. So once we're visual, we'll fly it visually. But assuming we're on the RNAV, we'll be via Hotel Mike, November Charlie. Which need to cross at or above 3,900. Then cross November India at or above 2,400. In front of through the Greek glide path, it's 3,880. That's actually been set already for the top of the zone. So we'll be crossing that waypoint at 3880. From there it's the final approach fix, expecting to cross at about 2,290, not below 1,900. After that we descend down to the MDA, and for an aircraft of our size, going to be, let's consider our flaps. Might be a category B or category C. Expecting flap 15 since the runway isn't that long. It's 1,764 meters. And our landing weight, 24 ton. 24,100 kilograms. 24,100. So our V approach speed, V up is, I'll give it 5 above the reference. Reference speed is 117. And the approach speed, put 5 above that. 1, 2, 3. 122 on the approach. And the stall speed will be 107 at 515. Okay. Pressurization, so pretty much the same as it was in Cairns, basically sea level. Set. GPWS flap is 15. Let's do some minimum altitudes. So across the board everything is 850 on the minimum descent. And 50 is set. And 835 on the other. That is also set. Speeds have been set, obviously. We have 122 and 117, and decision height minimum is set.
Side 78, just have to leave the flight down for about 5 minutes.
Let's have a look at our approach.
Left time, doing it anyway.
So it'll be pretty much in the LNAV, VNAV all the way down to initial.
Center covers 7353, landed 10 to cancel star.
And initial is 3,880. After that we'll be descending on a 3-degree glide path.
Number 7353, copy, cancel star, terminate.
And most likely disconnect and fly the visual approach visually from the point that we see the runway. Inbound course is 130 degrees. It's pretty much straight in as we have it right now. And radial is 310.
German Sky 101 descent to 9,000, QNH 1030.
And Hamilton has a VOR DME 114.4.
Descending to 9,500, exchange 110. Choose Delta Zuma.
114.4, set both sides. And we have the DMA set, 116. Looking at the runway itself, the terminals are on the 14 end, on the approach side, so we'll fly past them, have to do a U-turn on the runway and come back, make cut on Bravo. Reading page 2 of the aerodrome, we have an elevation of 15 feet. Taxiway is a blue wedge on taxiway Alpha and Bravo only. Pappy is 3 degrees. Runway 14, right hand circuits, because of the hill onto the left. Caution, yacht masts may infringe the 14 and 32 approach surfaces. Runway is grooved, variable 20 to 30 metres wide. And cursor for lighting. And aircraft not permitted without prior permission.
Okay, just 54 through 9,000 for 518 direct for that. It's just 64, sending it 8 into climb flight level 18. Identify. Climb 180, shows 64. Eliminate 101, just advise your intentions. Currently have you turning over left to off the track. Please say again, put on the scale 1. German, 101. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Yeah, just scale 101. I think we would put the 6,000 arrival. German, 101, no worries, so I'll amend that now. I think clearly Polo 6 Alpha arrival, but that's fine.
147 outbound for Hamilton Island 10, Terry radial pass through 6,100 flight of 180 direct flight.
Crossing 9947 and a identify climate.
And velocity 9947 for a copy to Vegas.
Crossing 9947 identified climb flight level 180 track direct follow.
Flight level 180 direct is being track direct follow velocity 9947.
There was go on the one, what did you after handover?
It was go 101. Do you have the waypoint to Polo uniform possibly in Oscar in your or FMS?
So I've got top of the set to come up. We'll give them a shout.
Yes, we have uniform and you might know
It was go 101, turn right track direct to Polo. Planned route.
just go on the one right right direct Polo.
Brisbane Center, QLink 250 Delta, looking for top of descent. Sure, press it up.
QLink 250 Delta Center. Descend initially flight level 180.
Send out to flight level 180, QLink 250 Delta.
First on to the
180 set. We can go into VNAV.
Star station coming over to say, sorry, that's fine. Great. Emanator 101, descent to 7,000.
Descent to 7,000.
Check 64 level at 180. Jet 64 apologies. Can you climb level 340? Further jet 64.
Vertical of that, we're ready to pull back on the power. As we do that, we'll need to put in some rudder trim, or take it out more to the point.
You must be doing quick engine speed, climb level 360. Must be 9947 and it's 380.
With attention, combat phase on climb to the flight level 380, velocity 9547.
Emanator 101, contact approach 118.4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. We have begun our descent now into Hamilton Island. I'd ask that you return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are fastened. At this stage, we are expected to arrive into Hamilton Island in about 18 minutes.
QX 501 Delta, when you're ready to get in the flight.
Hope you've enjoyed the flight with us today on QantasLink. Flight number 2250 into Hamilton Island. Hope you have an enjoyable stay, and just for those interested, we just
501 Delta level 190.
And pretty much
Enjoy your stay,
and thank you for flying with QantasLink. Cabin crew prepare the aircraft for a run. QLH is 1022. That's set on the standby. Descent checks. Pressurization has been set. GPWS flap is set. 15. And the briefing is completed. MSA is being checked, and I'll just do the one of the chart as well.
7311, are you coming again into Brisbane?
3,900 should be fine.
Check on 7311.
Speeds have been set, and the DH and
Hey,
MDA have been set.
7311.
Descent check is complete.
7311, careful, just come online. Got you, contact careful on 133.2. 133.2. On a 655 Alpha, contact center 133.2. On a 655 Alpha, contacting center 133.2, goodbye. On a 977, contact center 133.2, 133.2, denied. On a 977.
Thousand feet to go. QLD 250 Delta is approaching 180.
Doing 250 Delta descent at level 160.
Level 160, QLD 250 Delta. 60. Descent. Back to VNAV. Turn on the seatbelt sign. Thousand to go. Last final check of... No, that's cool.
Hamilton Island Information Alpha. Expect this...
Doing 250 Delta descent to flight level 130.
Flight level 130, QLD 250 done. On my click points, get back in.
Brisbane 7, QLD 501 Delta, flight level 190.
501 Delta descent to flight level 160.
130 set, altitude selected. We
Flight
are
level
on
160, QLD 501 Delta.
IAS with the VNAV up. So go as fast as we can. Ice has been detected.
Doing 250 Delta descent to 9,000, Hamilton QNH 1022.
9000 QNH 1022, QLD 250. 9000 set. QNH 1022. nav. Bring that path capture. Let's increase that prompt a bit. I'm going to put 250. Let's make it 240. Lights come on now.
Showing 201 Delta's at 160.
501 Delta, maintain level 16.
Maintain level 160.
501 Delta, just... Sorry, I didn't realize that went through.
Power on to keep that speed. Bring it back up to 240.
Tuning 250 Delta, descend to 5,000.
Delta 5000, QLink 250 Delta.
Tuning 501 Delta, descend to 9,000. QNH 1022.
That was happening QNH 1022, showing 501 Delta.
Speed 240.
Tuning 501 Delta to 6,000.
Showing 501 Delta.
And the tower on 124.9, so next Victor. Information is Alpha.
Chile 250 Delta contact, 124.9K. Chile 250 Delta contact, tower 124.9K.
Hampton Island Tower, this is QLink 250 Delta at 14 DME on the 310 radial, tracking through 4,500.
QLink 250 Delta, g'day Hamilton Island Tower, runway 14. Visual report visual.
QLink 250 Delta is visual, runway 14.
Chilling 501 Delta, descending 35,900 on the 129 inbound radial.
Oh, that's going to be close. Really?
Chilling 501 Delta, g'day Hamilton Island Tower. Chilling 250 Delta, thanks, descend to 2,800 not below the tappy. Join straight in for visual approach runway 14, report on finals.
2,500, not below the Pappy, and visual approach runway 14, and we report on final. QLink 250 Delta. Cleared the straight in.
QLink 250 Delta, report last level located.
QLink 250 Delta out of 2,800.
QLink 501 Delta, descend to 4,000.
QLink 501 Delta.
170 knots, flap 5. Flight director off.
QLink 501 Delta, report DME distance from Hamilton Island.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
501 Delta is at
Time to get down.
14 DME.
Arrow 5, let's go. Flat 15.
Roger, QLink 501 Delta.
QLink 250 Delta is established on runway 14. We're at 4.5 DME.
QLink 250 Delta, runway 14, clear to land.
Runway 14 clear to land, QLink 250 Delta. Okay then, landing checklist.
QLink 501 Delta, descend to 2,000. Join finals, runway 14, report established.
With the rest, fuel transfer is off, fuel pumps on.
2,000 and join
Stand by,
final runway
PT is on.
14, QLink
Clocks
501
checked,
Delta.
passengers are seated, caution panel is black, camera is secure.
QLink 501 Delta, my apologies. Are you visual?
Ice protection, not required. Landing gears down, pre-grain, condition levers. Set. Selected, and that would give us that minimum. condition levers are set, flaps are set, and bleeds are to minimum. And check is complete, we have landing clearance. Approaching minimums, we're at 1,000 feet. Configured and stable.
1,000 plus 100 minimums.
Landing.
Minimums.
Profile, on Pappy.
Healing 501 Delta, maintain 2000 until established on the Pappy. Clear visual approach runway 14. Reduce the minimum approach speed.
Maintain 2000 until established on the Pappy. Clear visual approach runway 14, and we'll go killing 501 Delta.
100.
Let's put more power in.
50, 20, 10.
Taxi to taxi, looking for a turnaround point. Let's do it right there.
Healing 501 Delta, go around, climb to 2,800, join downwind runway 14, right hand turn.
Go around 2,900, right hand downwind runway 14, killing 501 Delta.
Counting 250 Delta with backtrack.
Healing 250 Delta, backtrack runway 14, exit Bravo, taxi to the bay.
Backtrack runway 14 and taxi to the bay, killing 250 Delta. Spell set taxi.
Healing 501 Delta, maintain 2,800 until established on the Pappy. Any clear visual report on base.
Desmate, 800 to establish on the Pappy, clear visual runway 14, killing 501 Delta.
Healing 501 Delta, report on base.
1 Delta.
Vacating. Flaps up. Transponder standby. Lights.
Healing 501 Delta is turning base.
Healing 501 Delta, clear to land runway 14.
Healing 501 Delta, thanks.
Get through that. Not sure if we can. Probably not.
Get out.
You're up number 5. we go. Number 5. Get all this stuff cleared off. After landing checks, control lock is on and ignition lights are red. Flaps are 0, weather radar is standby. Fuel pumps are off. Flight taxi to taxi, ice protection is off. Main bus tyre goes on and your dampener is off. Still not convinced that's on the sun line. Parking brake set. Okay, that's all good. Set to start the feather. Starting the clock. Still waiting on 30 seconds. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is on. Hydraulic pumps PTU set to normal. Right, start feather. Nozzle steering can go off. Weather radar is off. Transponder TCAS standby. Bleeds are minimum. GPU APU is not required. There you go, 60 seconds. Cut that. Radio turns off. And we can disconnect seatbelts. The condition levers are off, passenger signs are off, lights are as they are, probably lose the red. And we can deboard. Doors are all open, batteries going off. So there we are, Hamilton Island. That other Dash 8 just coming in for a landing now. This has been Musical Aviator, up at the top end of Australia, Cairns to Hamilton Island. Hope you enjoyed the flights. Catch ya.